All right, it is time to rack and bottle the Chouchen that you cannot see because there's a bucket in the way. That is what we're doing today. Let me just move that. Yes. The Chouchen has been sitting here since August 4th. It is now the end of September. It's like, oh my God, what is today? It is the 24th of September. Don't believe that this fermented anymore. There is like almost no pressure in here, so it is like done. If you can see, there are a lot of little floaties in here. Those are beeswax particles, because if you remember, the buckwheat honey that I used had honeycomb in it. So I'm gonna use a brewer's bag to hopefully filter some of that out. I'm going to rack into this bucket so that I can then go from this bucket to bottles. And oh man, I'm hoping that this is good. I don't remember trying it like at all. This was started May 25th. Oh wow, it's been 4 months. Oh my God. It's been sitting here for 4 months. Dang. All right, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get racking. Or I guess first, what I wanna do, oh my God. Ooh, that does smell pretty nice. I don't know if you can, this thing looks so gross. You can tell it's been sitting around for forever because it's covered in cat hair. Yeah, oh my God. I need to make sure that it's like the right sweetness level and everything. Because I did back sweeten. Ooh, that color's nice. Okay. Oh, this is pretty good. Yeah. So when I tested the gravity in August 4th I tested it, it says it was just under 1.020. Which is the same. It's the same here. So this hasn't moved like at all. And I forgot my glass. I need that. Oh my golly goodness. Actually, I'm just gonna try this now to see if it's the right sweetness level. So I have tried it because I had to test it, right? Right away I get honey. That's the first thing I smell. I mean, there's only 2 things in here. It's apples and honey, pretty much. I feel like I say this every video I make about this mead, but I do wish I'd used a full gallon of apple juice. I did put 2 pounds of apples though in the beginning as well though. It has a really nice like, yeah, it's already like pretty smooth. Now I used a buckwheat honey and I think I did sweeten with some other stuff besides buckwheat because I was like, I kind of ran out and I didn't want to buy more just to back sweeten with. Wow, that is really nice. Dang, I am very happy with that. I would like a little bit more apple up front, but I mean, those flavors could still come out later. It is very, very honey forward, but you do get that bright, there is like a bright apple quality about it. I'm so hyped. Okay, that's great. All right, well, now we know what it's like. It's really good. I will post somewhere all the ingredients that I have, although of course I kind of fiddled with this a bit, so to get a full feel for what I did, I would just recommend watching the videos because of course there's the original recipe that I made, and then along the way things kind of get adjusted with honey and everything else and how much you're actually going to need in the end, because I started with 3 pounds of honey, but in the end I probably used closer to 4. I want like a little bit more of that because that's nice. And I also want Louis to try it. Louis isn't a big drinker, so pretty much all of this mead, I drink it. I guess. Woo! So in order to rack, the vessel with the liquid needs to be higher than the vessel that you are putting the liquid into. That's kind of the rule of gravity, I guess. Okay. I do have a brewer's bag here. It looks kind of gross, but you know, that's just from like soaking in stuff when you're brewing. So it's not actually gross, I promise. Go on now. So you can see by having this pretty elevated that it's going pretty fast. The higher up this is compared to this, the faster it'll transfer. I've done it with just like a tiny little step and it takes forever to go from one to the other. I want to get as much of this as I can without getting all that excess. Ooh. Okay, there we go. And you go in my cup. Oh. Now for bottling, it's like the same thing. So you put your bucket up there, only now it's nice and filtered, which is great. And you take your bottling wand, make sure it's sanitized. So, this is absurd. So you take your bottling wand and just attach it to the end of your little tubey, and there you go. Basically how this thing works, if you haven't seen it before, it's really cool. And these are only like, I don't know, I don't remember how much I spent on it, like $8 maybe? I mean, a lot of pieces of equipment run between like $1 and $10. You know, like it's not bad. So, when you push down on this little thingy is when it releases the liquid, and then you pull it up for it to stop. I'm going to do this one-handed because that is what I do. Oh, brother. I, of course, sanitized everything, as you know. I like to use these little bottles because, again, I'm like the only one who drinks this stuff. So, in my house anyways, like I really enjoy drinking, but I'm a lightweight, so it doesn't take very much, and I don't really like getting drunk. I'm more of a, I guess, a session drinker. I don't know. I like to just sit down, have a drink. I don't usually like drink specific things with food or anything like that. I like to just enjoy my beverage. It's nice with this light because I can see a very defined line where my liquid is, so I can tell, like, because at some point I'm gonna have to tip this in order to get everything out. If you remember, Chouchen was kind of unique in the way that you ferment the apple juice first. You start with the apples and the apple juice, and then after the first round of fermentation, you follow up with honey. Oh yeah, and this is 16.5%, by the way. And I don't taste that alcohol. Oh my God, yeah. There's no alcohol burn or anything on this. Okay, that's as far as that's gonna go. And I will just drink the rest. Anyway, I'm gonna close these. I'm just gonna close them off camera. Alrighty, so that's Chouchen. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these bottles. About a gallon will produce 6 of these little babies. How much are they? $3.75 bottles maybe? Okay, anyways, thank you so much for watching this. A comment if you decide to make this. I highly encourage it. It's really cool. It's this weird historical recipe that's not really like written anywhere that I could find. It's only found in Brittany, France. Like literally, I couldn't find it in America at all. I just realized that an option for this mead as well is to oak it, which I didn't do. So I definitely want to revisit this mead. I want to make another batch. I want to do all apple juice, no water, and I do want to oak in the end, but this is really nice not oaked. It's very bright and refreshing. So I'm pretty excited about it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, all of those super cool and awesome things. And I will see you next time.